Well, kia ora everybody, and this is Massey Park here in Papakura for Sky Sport Women's Premiership New Zealand Rugby League action, round 2 for 2023. Counties Manukau Stingrays, traditionally the strongest of the teams, up against the Wellington Orcas, and looking forward to seeing how the team from the capital city go against the Counties Manukau Stingrays, who have a very different looking team to what they've had in recent past, with a lot of players from Counties going to play for the Auckland Vulcans in 2023. Despite that, Counties Manukau come into this game beating Canterbury last week by 24 points to 18. Wellington were beaten by Akarana by 26 points to 6. Glenn Lama's my name, and we have Anthony Gelling with us again for this fixture today. So can Lewis Papali'i's team go on with it again and get 2 from 2, or are we going to get Wellington, Anthony, with the upset of the season so far? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm backing the girls from the south. You know, especially Lewis Papali'i. I know he'll be frustrated with how Otara ended up this season. So he's definitely going to want to end the year with some victories. But I'm looking forward to this one, mate. You know what's better than a rugby league game? 2 rugby league games.
Exactly.
Double-header.
A double-header here
Back
from
to
Massey
back.
Park today, of course. Yes, if you've just tuned in for this game, you missed the first game. Counties Manukau Stingrays beat Otago in the men's game by 36 points to 20. Here is the Wellington team. A couple of changes into the lineup from last week. In fact, not too many, and they've just come into the interchange, actually. Tangia now and Lisa De Wild are in there today, so they will be playing the game. But really, it's just a very similar team that is going to front in this game. So players to keep looking out or look for are the Burgess sisters, Manu Albert, their captain, and they've got some speed in the youngster at fullback today, the 17-year-old from Wainuiamata, that's Jess Partia, and their coach is the former, well, she's a great player herself, Aki Pereira, is back coaching the team again in 2023. Yeah, Pereira, Kiwis Ferns number 98. She represented New Zealand back in 2010 and 2013 and was the New Zealand Women's Player of the Year in 2011. Counties Manukau Stingrays side. Few changes from last week, but again, a very similar lineup for Coach Lewis Papali'i. Players to keep your eye out for are the Curtis sisters, twins on the wings. Also, Shamkul, who's playing in the centres. She was the Women's Premiership 5/8 of the year, but she's made way for Oake and Davis, who are running the show today in the halves. But plenty of power up front again from Lesor and Fortu Moala, of course, 24-year-old, a Tongan international and a former Kiwi Ferns development player. The captain today, Jarrell Loto, who's playing at lock. So those are the 2 lineups. Counties last week, as I touched on, beating Canterbury by 24 points to 18. 2 tries scored by Ndalai Loma. She's not playing today, so gives an opportunity for Sam Curtis on the wing. But we've got plenty of power from those ball runners. Idaho Stow was going to be an interesting player to watch in the back row. She's usually in the halves, so not so much power in perhaps in the second row, although they do have Fiangai Malisi there today, who's a very experienced player.
Yeah, a bit of a chop and change with this this Counties lineup. Even Fotu Moala, we've seen her play a little bit of back row throughout the season.
Yes, indeed. She was named back rower of the year in the Auckland Women's Premiership, but playing in the front row today. And of course, when you've got the last name Fortu Moala, you're going to be a good player when it comes to rugby league. They are all excellent players. It's a good sprinkling of players across Otahu, Howick and Otara, who had that great season until the very end when it all kind of fell apart. And in the end, they didn't even make the final. Viggo Rasmussen, the referee today.
Oh, that's a fresh haircut on Vigo.
It is, isn't it? Looking as sharp as ever, though, isn't he?
Sharp as a guillotine.
Exactly. as Wellington get this game underway through Ruaporo. So thank you for joining us here from Papakura today. It's going to be Counties Manukau with the first possession. And straight away you got Sherry Burgess in there making a tackle. She's a key player in that team. And straight away there's an error. And Rasmussen is going to give Wellington a prime opportunity here early in the match. And Fortu Moala, there it is. There's the little error right there.
Yeah, she's facing a try line, looking for the offload maybe. Hard to tell from this angle just how that ball came loose.
Well, those Counties players were motioning it was a Wellington hand in there, but in the end, it's going to be the Orcas with Va'auli, one of their new players into the lineup, playing in the centres today, who's trying to set it up here for the Wellington Orcas. So big chance here for Patia, and now here come the Orcas again, setting it up through Ruaporo. Couple of teenagers in their team. Ruaporo, one of them only 19 years old, only playing her second year of rugby league, but she's lost it there. And Counties are going to get a scrum. Ball security is going to be critical in this game.
Yeah, good D there from Counties early on in that set. Couple of great ball and all tackles there from Cassie Ormsby at the centre position, usually on the wing for Howick this year.
Yeah, Ormsby, of course, grew up in Penrith, went to school there, and is back in New Zealand. Oh, is that lost? It could be a try. Could be a try for Wellington right there. Chasing through to score it was Tuangalu, and she's got the try. What a mistake from Counties, and what a start here for Wellington.
There's a shocking start from Counties. So it was a drop ball from the kickoff. And then this is the next time they touch the ball. I can't even see the ball. Where's it gone?
Oh.
It's like a magic trick.
Tuangalu it was, chasing through to score the try. Good hustle from her. Just getting it down in time before dribbled over the dead ball line.
Can you see where the ball goes off the back of that scrum? It's like some kind of optical illusion.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Neo Anderson from the Matrix just disappeared for a second there. Made it vanish or something. Ruaporo. Well, what a start for the Orcas. Been an error-ridden start by both teams. Here's Ruaporo. Got one goal last week. And she starts off in fine fashion here. So great start for the Orcas. And they lead Counties Manukau by 6-0.
Yeah, nice little cushion there for the Orcas. 6-0 up. Only a couple minutes gone. Great way to start the game.
Clouding over here at Papakura. And a cloudy start for Counties too. Two bad errors there to open the contest. There's plenty of decent players in this side. So Wellington lose it straight off the kickoff. Sami that time. Counties have got it. And Curtis has it for Counties Manukau. And now Counties Manukau will want to flex their muscles to strike back early in this game after conceding that early try. And here's Fortu Moala. Dropped that first one. She holds on to that one nicely. Solivi at dummy half, the 21-year-old. Here's Loto, the captain today. Nice play by Counties, brings Louis in from fullback. And now Ormsby. Good solid tackling on Cassie Ormsby. Almost made the 2017 Kiwi Ferns as a teenager. Now throwing herself into the line as Stowers. Solivi again at dummy half. Loto. And now out to Davis. Good hands from Curtis. It's Sam Curtis. Sam Curtis almost there. But a good tackle by her opposite number. That was Peniatia. Now was that played out by Wellington? Could be 6 more tackles. And it will be. So Counties have got it again. Shamkul in at dummy half for the Stingrays. And now Fortu Moala is going to set it up again. Tries to power over Topo. Inside the 10. Good tackling by Tuangalu, who got that try a moment ago. These are important tackles by Wellington. Can they hold out those? Lesoa is just going to power over. She is a machine. The Thai kickboxer, Carleen Lesoa, over to score the try. And Counties strike back immediately.
Yeah, impressive run there from Lesoa. That whole set and the set before, her work off the ball was awesome. Just running really tight leads there with her halfback, opening it up for the girls out wide. But this time here, nice little change of angle, coming back underneath, getting the job done.
Well, really enjoyed Lesoa's form all the way through the Women's Premiership here in Auckland. Carleen Lesoa, she was named Prop of the Year. And rightly so. She only missed one game, scoring 2 tries, even played a couple of games in the second row as well. So Lesoa is a player to watch, no doubt about it. And now Awake has got the conversion attempt here. Another player who's come through the system. She's in the Counties 18s last year, playing in the senior team for the first time this season. And she converts to try. So 6-all it is between Counties and Wellington. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this Sky Sport Women's Premiership match.
Yeah, so impressive to see how much talent is still here in Auckland, despite the NRLW being in full swing right now. You've got to say, Auckland is the hotbed for women's rugby league when it comes to talent.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Players coming through. Yeah,
there's some very good players still playing here in Auckland, no doubt about it. I saw one of them. Great kick-off by Wellington. The basics from both teams just not being completed by either team at the moment, Anthony.
Yeah, well, that's a third consecutive kickoff where we've seen the ball turned over. So just a little basics.
Yeah, those little 1%ers are very important in rugby league. But what can Wellington make of this magnificent opportunity here that they've created for themselves with that very smart kickoff? Oh, they're going to play a short side play. Sherry Burgess. Sherry Burgess. Is she going to power over? She has. Sherry Burgess, the veteran, is over. And she is in her 7th year playing in the Wellington team. And there is a second try for the Orcas.
Yeah, I love this from Burgess. Good shape. The halfback, the standoff, I should say, just gets on the outside, puts that defender in 2 minds. And Burgess uses her well, throws that dummy, slides in between. And she's still got a lot of work here to do. She's got to hold the defender off and get the ball down.
Well, Sherry Burgess, another player who's been close to making the Kiwi Ferns in the past. Has some experience playing up in Auckland as well at Manurewa. Māori Kiwi Fern back in 2017. And most important of all, Anthony, she's a mum of 3. So there you go.
Oh, well, shout out to the mums. Oh, does that count as a kick?
Well, let's hope not. Well, Ruaporo won't be hoping it will be the case, but tough conversion attempt coming up here for Tamara Ruaporo, just 19 years of age. Former halfback in the Wellington Women's NPC team in rugby union. And it's going to stay 10 points to 6. So Sherry Burgess getting the try. Vintage try from her. And the Orcas look well up for this game, having scored 2 tries in the first few minutes.
Yeah, shocked us a little bit there. I thought Counties are, heavy favourites going into this, but, we definitely got a game on our hands.
So 10 points to 6 it is to Wellington. They only got 1 try against Takarana last week. They've already got 2 in the first few minutes here. They want that trend to continue. Great start for Wellington, and we get a clean kick-off this time.
Wait till she plays it first.
Burgess isn't going to muck that up. There you go. So Wellington come forward here. County's tackling is solid. Idaho Star was in there, playing in the second row. Tackle on Nin. So here come the Orcas again. Powering up the middle goes to Angalu. She got that first try. Nothing flash from Wellington so far. Topo. And now gives it to 20 Burgess. Good little short ball, and through is Vauli. And she's down to the 30.
Great shape from the Orcas.
Yeah, it was a good short ball to her. Keeping it on the short side is the Wellington Orcas. Now Patia up from fullback to 17-year-old. She got the try last week against the Falcons. Topo in at dummy half again. And now Burgess. Tawny Burgess with that kick. Putting pressure on Curtis. And here comes Curtis. She's got gas. Oh, kick and chase. She might kick that out on the full. No, it's staying in the field of play. Don't know why she kicked that, did Taylor Curtis. But in the end, now Patia is going to return with interest here. Oh, good tackle. It's all happening by Stowers. And in the end, Oake, just that little tip there has forced Patia to go back and play the ball. And now Piniata is driven backwards in a good shot there by Idaho Stowers.
So it was fast and furious.
It's all happening.
Great to watch. I love the work from Tawny Burgess, sister of the try scorer. Every time she touches the ball, she's got options either side of her. She's organising very well. And then on the last tackle there, drops that kick just centimetres off the try line to avoid the 7-tackle set.
Sherry Burgess it is there again, playing the ball for Topo. Topo inside the 20. County's defence, a little, that line speed on D could be improved. As we see 20 Burgess playing the ball. Sherry gives it back to Albert. There goes the kick from Manukau, but oh, beautifully caught there by, I think that's Oake, and Counties have got it. Well, it's worth mentioning too, Anthony, that Wellington have actually in junior tournaments in the District 9s that we've commentated the last couple of years, there've been some very good talent in the Wellington region being produced. Haven't seen too much of it come through here to the senior team just yet. Patia being one of them.
It takes time a little bit. I remember even watching the schoolgirls finals this year's, the 16s and the 18s. There's some real exciting talent. Not quite there in the senior grades yet, but definitely something to look forward to.
So County's coming forward here. Here's a good charge upfield. Good run coming by Fortu Mawala. Well, in fact, no, that is, yes. Well, let's see who that is. I think that might be, in fact, Jarrell Loto with that carry. But in the end, it was a good carry.
Yeah, good carry, getting the penalty, and that'll hurt the Orcas late in the count. I think it was maybe tackle 4.
Oh, that's Lasua getting pounded. And now here's a good charge by Fortu Mawala. Getting rid of players and offloading too. Good play by Counties Manukau here. Out it comes to Curtis on this left wing side. Excellent play by Counties. 15 metres out. That's more like it from the Stingrays. Davis slots into dummy half. Here's Fortu Mawala. Wellington are going to have to watch the defence now. Davis almost losing it there. Oake flicks it back on the inside to Stowers. And now here comes Malisi. Almost losing it. Gathered there. Beautiful play. And in goes Sam Curtis to score the try. Excellent play by Counties Manukau. And that is a terrific try.
Yeah, excellent play by Counties. Excellent play by the left edge. Very impressive. So you saw Fatu Mawala earlier in the set with that offload. The left edge is ready to go, ready to pull the trigger. Because these little plays here from broken play, these aren't set plays. This is just keeping the ball alive. But when that ball comes, you know, you've got your depth right, you've got your timing right. You can pull the trigger on anything. Great work there from Curtis to finish that one off.
Yeah, wonderful.
Great to watch. It's very instinctive.
Well, two twins out there, both wingers. And Sam Curtis on the left wing getting that one. A tough conversion coming up here for Talia Oake. give Counties the lead for the first time in the game. And she just astray there. So 10 all, the score remains. The 2 tries to each team so far. Tries to Wellington so far for Nin it is. In fact, the Wellington Orcas did the sneaky little jersey change on the props before the start of the game. So Nin scored that first try. And now that one by Sam Curtis equalises the score.
Yeah, so Counties to receive here. The Orcas going to have to do a better job just containing Fotumuala. She's running hard, she's very tall, she's got that offload ability, so they're going to have to wrap her up if they want to stay in this.
Another great kickoff by Wellington. They're very cleverly executing those, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know if they practice these or what, but she's able to find the grass consistently there. Get the ball back for the Orcas.
Well, let's see what Wellington can do of this. They've executed their opportunities excellently so far. Can they do so again? For Oli it is. So right in centre field, 25 out, Topo at dummy half. Pass was just behind Albert a touch. But Manu Albert now making something from nothing. She's taken down. She's a very experienced player, 39 years of age. Had serious injuries in recent years. And now it's going to be Tangalu to set it up. Wearing the 10 jumper. Burgess gives it to 20 Burgess. Party is up from fullback, almost an obstruction there. Orcas still have it. Back it comes to Sherry Burgess. Got that try. But in the end, they will look after her this time as we see the last play come for the Orcas. 20 Burgess to the kick. That was played at, but jumped on nicely by Counties Manukau, and it was Malisi who's got it for Counties Manukau.
There's a little no-looker there from Tawny Burgess. Look left, kick right on the grubber. Unlucky with the ricochet.
So Counties Manukau coming forward. Good solid tackle on Shania Louis, 20 years of age. Young fullback. And here comes Cassie Ormsby. So nothing flash from Counties. Nelly saw, you can see those big legs pump. She is a handful as she crosses the halfway line. Solivi at dummy half. Now, not a bad set from Counties, but reasonably well defended by Wellington.
Yeah, not a bad set. I thought they could have done a little bit better with that kick chase on the last. They had that left edge loaded up and kicked to that corner. However, the middle's got to get up too. Wellington just skipping back to the middle too easily.
Well, no room there for Jess Patia. She ran into some heavy traffic. Oh, good carry coming from Fa'uli. She's showing up nicely, the 24-year-old, early in this game. In the centres for Wellington, and now tearing onto this one is Tara Kerr. And the late offload too. Good play from her. Good footwork coming in from Nin here. It's a good set by Wellington. In fact, it was Tuangalu with that carry. Now the kick from Tawny Burgess. Bit of pressure on the try scorer Sam Curtis, but she's comfortably held it. And returning with interest, she's got plenty of gas.
Yeah, again, Wellington just returning the favour. The middle's not getting up on that the kick chase. You know, you can kick the ball into the corner, but if you don't close the jar on the lid, it's too easy for them to get out of trouble there.
Let's see what they can do here through Curtis again. Taken strongly by Topo. And there's Lesour's just struggling with a bit of an injury there. play just pauses for the moment.
Yeah, it looks like something she picked up on making a tackle maybe the set earlier.
Yeah, they won't want to lose her. She's a key player for any team that she plays in. She's all right again, isn't she? Load up powers into it. No worries at all.
Nothing wrong.
Solivi at dummy half. Now 4-2 Moala again. Grimly hanging on to make that tackle for Wellington was Winnie Tana, co-captain of this team. Good little short side play for Counties here. Malisi, good pass from her. Now Curtis again. Look at the speed. It's decent, isn't it, from Sam Curtis? Good tackle by Jess Partia, though, and Wellington end the set again. So Curtis maybe just should have put a little kick in there.
Yeah, she looked just happy to go down with that one in the corner. Not sure if she knew what tackle it was, but her halfback did. And on the set before, they loaded up, fall down that short side and kick to the corner that time. Choosing to run on the last. The Orcas just kind of step back.
Good hands.
Expecting the kick.
At dummy half by Tawny Burgess. Gives another chance here for Sami, who tackled on her own 30, or in fact that's the 40-metre line. Wellington doing a decent job again as they come up to halfway. That's a good strong carry right there. I like that carry there from their bench player Ofa Tuangalu, who's just come on. Oh, lost by Kerr, and Counties have got it back. And Wake at dummy half, and now Taylor Curtis. Over halfway she goes.
Yeah, frustrating there for Wellington. They're doing a great job getting forward. There's some girls in there with some real leg drive. And
Louis is going to lure a penalty out of Wellington right there.
Yeah, I think he's called a high shot there. Not as high as that fade on his head, but it was pretty high.
Well, hopefully the NZRL give Viggo Mortensen a tape of this game to listen to the little stick that you're giving him there. Good carry from her. Now Counties are rocking forward nicely. Malisi into the 20 she goes. Solivi at dummy half again. Well, the pass doesn't hit the mark. And in the end, it's rather messy for Sam Curtis out there. Still alive for Counties. And he goes to kick that time. Good hands by Wellington. I think that was Vauli who took that one, the centre. And, well, going to be tough set coming up here for Wellington, just metres out from their own line. Back to his Partia. Good catch from her. And here comes Kerr again.
Yeah, look for these outside backs to get involved. I'm really impressed with Vauli as well. The number 4. Getting her team forward. Frustrating there.
Yeah, that was a bad decision to offload that one. And now Counties have got the ball inside the 20. Full set as Charlotte Davis plays it. Here's Loto. Jarrell Loto. 24 years of age. And now Counties again. Louis up from fullback. Good hands from Counties here. Taylor Curtis. Well, Wellington have got it. Good defence by the Orcas.
Yeah, I think Counties doing a good job. They've definitely got the shape on out wide. However, I think they're just sitting their points. They're going from the wrong positions. I think they can get a little more closer to the post and just play with a little bit more space out on the edges. But great D from Wellington getting the ball back there.
Well, they're coming off their own line pretty well here too. As we see Ruaporo again almost poking a nose through the teenager. Looks useful, doesn't she?
Yeah, really good.
Topo's got good turn of speed too as Burgess throws herself into the Counties defence. Taken strongly there by Fakao Salia, who's on there now. There goes the kick from Wellington. Nice hands from Curtis. That wasn't an easy one running back, but she's done well there. Ooh, hands let the Counties Manukau team down there. Shania Louis had to grasp that one. And now Wellington have got a full set, 15 out.
Yeah, with 10 minutes left, 10 all on the scoreboard too, all the 10s. It's going to be an interesting end to the first half.
Yeah, that wasn't tidy at all from Counties.
Good pressure there from Vauli at marker.
Well, let's see what the Orcas can do with this. Oh, it's that short side play again. Burgess is going to have a crack again. Gets through Malisi's tackle. There's that offload. Wellington have just got to be tight. In fact, our referee Rasmussen has ruled the knock on from the first tackle. Well, that's a big miss there for...
Yeah, a few opportunities
Wellington.
going big in here. Not just for the points, but the more time you can spend on this Counties line, the more time they're going to have to spend making tackles and chasing back. You know, the energy that you can sap out of them in the first half, that's going to pay dividends late in the game. Just letting that pressure valve off too easy there.
Well, Counties, a lucky break for them there. Big miss there by Wellington, as we see Shania Louis. Wellington's defence looking to get this an error out of the Counties. Manukau line up. Change at dummy half. Jodeci Joseph is on now, wearing 9 off the interchange. Good tackle coming in from Tawny Burgess.
Yeah, really impressive. Great work here, especially from the back rowers. Ruaporo especially.
Joseph feeds Malisi. Plenty of space there for her foot to wind up on that left edge. And she gets her team a penalty. So back-to-back opportunities here. Back-to-back sets coming up for Counties. Manukau.
Yeah, good run from Malisi. I think when you get those big girls like that, you can't afford to give them space. Wellington just 2 step back. You give her the time and the space to wind up. Just makes your job defensively that much harder when you give them a head of steam.
Charlotte Davis, key figure in Howick's championship winning team this year in the women's premiership. Missing just the one game. And now here comes Malisi again, powering into the line. Powerful ball runner. Little dart from dummy half from Joseph. Counties hot on attack here. What can they cook up? Oake, that's the try line right there. Very close to scoring was Talia Oake. Still could be here for Counties through Joseph. Couldn't find the mark though as Ormsby goes back to tidy it up for Counties. Cassie Ormsby, she's a strong ball runner. Gonna have to be very careful. Tuangalu it was with the tackle, so they try on the short side again. Oake. And Taylor Curtis has had it pinched out of her hands there by Piniata.
Yeah, it's the second time now Piniata's come up with that intercept right on that last pass. She's reading the game well defensively. Each time her team's caught out, she knows where she needs to be and how she can solve the problem.
Now 6 minutes left in the first half, 2 tries each. And here's a clean break by, I think that's Partia. It is the 17-year-old Partia. Is she going to gas them and score a brilliant solo try? Curtis!
Oh, look out.
Sam Curtis, fantastic running back from her. Blinding speed again from her. And that player, Curtis again, makes another one. She was onside. Now Tara Kerr, big powerful ball runner. Can't get it over for the try.
Well, Curtis made the cover tackle. There's no winger at the moment on the right edge. And that's where they're going.
Can they spread it? Good pass out of dummy half. Finally hits the mark for Sherry Burgess. You're right, Anthony. Are they going to score in the corner? Great try to Wellington. Sami has gone over to score it. And that's excellent rugby league. Well done by Wellington. Fantastic break by Jess Partia in the lead up to that. 14-10.
Yeah, straight off the top shelf from the Orcas. So you think that set started with an intercept from Piniata right on their try line, and they've gone the length of the field to finish with the other winger. Great stuff.
Yeah, good work here by Fa'alu to just give the space to Sami. And she goes over to score, the St George Dragons winger. So it's 14-10. Wellington doing well. 3 tries in the first half now.
Yeah, it's good work from the centre for Uli. She held that pass just enough. You know, if she gives it too early, that centre and winger, they just fly out and, you know, they might put her into touch, but she holds it just long enough to draw in the defenders and give her winger that space.
Well, what a game we've got going here. Tough conversion attempt. Going to fall short. So 14-10, the score will remain.
Yeah, well, I said just after lunchtime today, Glenn, that by the law of averages, we are due for an upset.
Yeah. Yeah, we certainly are.
And here we are with a front row seat to one right now.
14-10 it is. Well, we'll see what materialises in the second half for sure. Anthony, can they hang on? That's the question. So Counties kick off again, and the bounce is good for Counties. It's the 3rd time we've seen a kick-off fine touch.
I think it's the 4th time, it's becoming the motif of this first half. Team's getting the ball back from the kickoff.
So defence is going to be key here for the Orcas. Counties looking to strike back again for the 3rd time in the game. And here's Wake, who's just going to have a crack. So straight away, Wellington. Hard on defence. Now Stowers hit strongly that time by Rua Poro, who's been one of Wellington's best players, both with and without the ball. Loto at first receiver. Good pass from Davis. Now Louis up from fullback. Sam Curtis gets the offload and tries to drive over Sam Curtis from Shamkul's pass. And great desperate defence from Wellington. Keep her out. Shamkul. Now Malisi might drive over here. Late offload. Has Shamkul got it? Shamkul can't quite get there. Counties keeping the pedal down right here. Good tackle. Wellington holding on at the moment. Oh, is that a penalty on the last play? It is. Hard luck there for Manu Albert.
Yeah, excuse a cliche, but that's a coach killer right there. Last tackle. And credit to that right edge from the Orcas. They were scrambling for about 3 or 4 tackles there to stop the Counties' attack.
Let's see if they can hang on here. As Fakal Salia gets the ball down next to the post, the 20-year-old interchange player who's just had her birthday this week. And she celebrates with a late present for herself, a try in this game.
Yeah, frustrating for the Orcas. They've been so good defensively these last couple sets. But yeah, it was almost happening in slow motion there. They caught her feet. She's just hopping, waiting. You just got to close the door on opportunities like that, but Counties are in.
Well, she's another fine prospect coming out of the Otahu club, this 20-year-old. And gets over to score the try. So this could give Counties the lead here. Important kick here for Talia Oake, who, just like their men's team earlier today, Anthony, have been made to work pretty hard in this game.
Yeah, there's no easy games. No easy victories anyway.
No, they're all hard-earned, aren't they? Here's Oake. And yes, she raises the flag. So Counties at the front for the first time in the game. And it is 16-14, a minute out from halftime, 35-minute halves.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever underestimate the determination of these regional teams. Now, if you look at the rugby league calendar in Wellington, that might be a little slender compared to what's on offer up here. So, you know, these girls have got the opportunity now to showcase what they got. You know, they're going to come up here, they're going to make the most of it. So,
in fact, the restart won't happen, so that will be the last act of the first half. But it's been a very entertaining match so far, very tight, and Counties have got that 2-point lead into the break, 16-14 here at Papakura.
Step in to Sky Open, your gateway to world-class sport. Boundless entertainment.
Life is full of surprises.
And locally produced original shows.
Can't believe you're all here.
And it's lights out and away we go.
My mama always used to say,
something special about that one.
Let the games begin. And the best part is, it's free to view and open for everyone.
This September, you're in for a treat on Rialto Channel as we proudly present an exclusively curated showcase of eloquently narrated, insightful and entertaining documentaries from across the globe, from activists to authors, leaders.
We have to be unified in the fight against climate change.
To dictators. Join us for unique, unmissable stories.
Can we tell ourselves a new story about our connection to the Earth?
Documentary Masterclass. This September on Rialto Channel.
Sean, there's something we need to address.
Who's the captain of the Black Ferns? Who directed Jaws? What is a third of 150?
You've hand-picked your quiz team. And you didn't ask me.
Welcome to the quiz team.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Discover the best new release movies with Sky Box Office.
You have no idea what the consequences could be. I could fix things. You can also destroy everything.
You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world.
This is about the fate of all living things.
It's the real Dracula!
Let's eat.
Do you want to be best friends?
What's the image tucked away in your brain? You could do this too. Anyone can do what I'm doing.
You've never faced anything like this.
New release movies at the click of a button. Sky Box Office.
When you put your heart into something,
it's like slipping into another world.
Immerse yourself in extraordinary stories.
Amazing.
Only on Rialto Channel.
Glad you found us.
Enter a world of award-winning, critically acclaimed, film festival favourites.
We're doing this.
Okay.
Upgrade to Rialto Channel now and get your first 4 months for half price.
I'll get to it.
Go to sky.co.nz upgrades to upgrade to Rialto Channel today.
In its 60th year, see who will overcome adversity to reach the ultimate summit.
The winner of the Repco Bathurst 1000
starts October 5th, live Sky Sport.
Well, it's a very competitive game of Sky Sport Women's Premiership Rugby League action here at Papakura. Stingrays 16 leading Wellington 14. Been a very competitive game, and it all started in fine fashion for Wellington early on with this error from Counties. Still trying to figure out what happened there, but in the end it was Ani Hera Nin who went through and just jumped on the loose ball and scored the try.
Well, look at how she broke out of that scrum. It's like she knew it was coming.
Now Les Saw, prop of the year in the Auckland competition. Power was over under the post there. Scored her first try for counties this year. And it was 6-all, and then Tawny Burgess pretty much doing what Les Saw did at the other end of the field right there. So
yeah, 2 tries off the scrum for Wellington.
Good try this one. Malisi, the lovely offload. Good work by Schaumkuhl here. Excellent work. And Sam Curtis goes over untouched. So that was 10-all. And then what we don't see in the lead up to this was the massive break by Patia, the fullback. And Wellington able to capitalise off the next play. And Sami going over to score a brilliant try. Arguably the try of the game so far.
Yeah, definitely. That whole set was pure rugby league.
And then finally we saw Fakau Salia here, one of the most promising front rowers that we have in New Zealand Rugby League at the moment, powering over to give the Stingrays the lead by 16-14. But Anthony, look, it's a 50-50 game, this one. Yeah,
definitely. And you think if you're Wellington, you're coming in, you're travelling quite a long way, you're the underdogs. What you need is a good start, and they couldn't have started any better than that try.
Absolutely. They just need to go on now in the second half, which we'll have for you shortly here from Papakura. Stay with us.
There's so many reasons to get excited about Sky Broadband, like winning the Ken Star Blue Customer Satisfaction Award for delivering great broadband deals to suit every home. Sky Broadband, it's made for entertainment.
I don't have the luxury to fail.
Move up, fight foul. Identify yourself now.
It's not a U.S. boat.
I'll be damned if I let anyone else take what's ours.
Deadliest Catch, Wednesday 7:30 on Discovery.
Houston is world headquarters of customization. Builds just keep getting better and better, bigger and bigger.
Oh, this is a beast. It's beast mode.
3 new shops are rising to the top, building a new generation of monster machines.
Once you feel it, you want more. You want it to go faster. It's addictive.
Texas Metal Loud and Lifted, Thursdays 8:30 on Turbo.
Every summer, something extraordinary happens. The Edinburgh Festival Fringe.
What?
Stars are born.
Oh my God. You're going to have the best and worst month of your life.
It's Stonehouse. John Stonehouse.
Don't forget to vote Labour. You want me to spy for you?
What do you do?
The most important thing is to act normally, and that way no one will suspect a thing.
We have an MP who may or may not be dead, and who may or may not be a Soviet spy.
You mind telling us your name, sir?
Who do you think I am?
The new 3-part special, Stonehouse, starts Monday, September 18 on UK TV.
The Fisherman's Friends have a new album.
A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore.
Moby Dick and the Whalers are definitely not on message. Huh? Nobody tries to shag the female journalist anymore.
Fisherman's Friends, one and all. Tonight, Sky Movies premiere.
Hi, I'm Nabs. And I'm Amir. Welcome to Super Greek Garage.
It's what car culture's about. It's what made me fall in love with this.
From the modest...
Brace yourselves.
...to the magnificent.
Amazeballs. Can I say that? No.
The world of Super Street.
This one feels fast.
Super Street Garage starts Wednesday 8:30 on Turbo.
Come on. What is this place?
The greatest place ever.
And it's the funnest place on earth. Oh, yeah. There's so much to see and do.
I wonder what this does.
You ain't seen nothing like this. You ain't seen nothing like this.
You have your own McDonald's.
This is the happiest moment of my life. I feel 10 inches tall.
That was awesome.
Follow my lead. Follow
players picked Melbourne to win that game. I was surprised. I thought them. Counties, Manukau Stingrays leading Wellington Orcas 16-14 here in Papakura. Thank you for joining us for this NZRL National Women's Premiership match. Counties, of course, winning over Canterbury last week, 24-18. Hard-fought victory for them. And Wellington beating Akarana, or losing to Akarana, 26 points to 6. So let's see what happens in the second half here. Straight away, almost a couple of confusion there between two players taking the kick-off.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time that there's been a turnover at the kick-off.
No, Sherry Burgess. And now here comes Tuangalu. Squad member last year in this Wellington lineup. And that could be a penalty. No, referee says she's okay. Here's Albert. Albert's going to have a crack at the line. Nice little dart there by Manu Albert. Kerr at dummy half. And now Ruaporo back to Sherry Burgess. Here's Kerr again.
Yeah, it's good shape by the Orcas. I think they could just flatten up a little bit more. Some of these passes, they're losing yards. Passing back so deep.
Topo. Ruaporo. Not a bad set here by the Orcas. Do we see Tawny Burgess with that kick? A bit of pressure on Sam Curtis, one try in the first half. Yeah, she's taken by her opposite number, Sami.
Yeah, good place to win the set. Got him in the corner here. Wellington be hoping to keep him there.
Counties Manukau. Here's Taylor Curtis. Comfortably handled by Sherry Burgess. And now Counties Manukau Stingrays still coming forward nicely. Good hands by Joseph. And now Malisi. Still good defence by Wellington. They've kept Counties pinned inside their own half in this first set of the second half. And that kick from Charlotte Davis goes straight down to Jess Partia. Made that brilliant break in the first half. And Partia, 25 metres out from her own line.
Yeah, not a bad kick from Davis, finding grass. But Partia, you want to keep an eye on her. We'll see what she can do with a bit of open space.
Peniata, and now Tara Kerr again. She's been great, Tara Kerr. Good tackle bust there. She going to stay in the field of play? She does just. Here comes Ruaporo again. Hit nice and hard there by the Counties Manukau Stingrays defence. Jarrell Loto with a good shot there. Partia. Tawny Burgess. Passes to Sherry Burgess. Sherry Burgess looking good, looking for that offload. Support was there, but Burgess wisely held the ball. Winnie Tana into dummy half on the last play here for the Orcas. They're attacking on the short side, Tawny Burgess. And it's kept out by Counties Manukau, but was there a little knock on there? There was. What a great set by the Orcas.
Yeah, I think that's a little trademark kick of hers. It's the second time she's done it now. She looks in the field before grubbering the opposite way. Little no-looker. Got the result there too, got the ball back.
Almost gathered there by Davis. But in the end, Wellington rewarded with a great set by having a second set here, 10 metres out. Love to get that ball over the line and reclaim the lead. Paige Vaoli it is. Inside the 10 she goes. And now here comes Tangawalu. Ruck speed is good for the Orcas. Topo, good pass from dummy half. Kerr passes it out this time to Peniata, who gets very close to the line, the winger. Sherry Burgess, or Kerr it was at dummy half. Here comes Topo. Oh, Sherry Burgess smashed right there by Malisi. What a shot there. That was the tackle of the match right there.
Yeah, she's looking in field there. Can't see her coming. Oh, that's a bell ringer.
Well, Burgess's momentum had to stop because the ball was above her head, right? And that made her a sitting duck, didn't it?
Yeah. Hands up, ribs exposed.
Nice touch of sportsmanship there by Malisi and Burgess. So County survived that onslaught. Now Shamkul coming out with the ball here, and that's an illegal tackle around Shamkul, or perhaps it might even be offside play. Relieving penalty here for County's Manukau. So Shamkul to take the tap for the Stingrays. Takawa is out there now, Kali Takawa. First game for the Stingrays this season, Manurewa player. Joseph. And now here comes Fortu Mawala. Nicely handled by the Wellington defence on that occasion. Joseph nips away from dummy half. Good dart by the hooker. And she's earned her team a penalty there too.
Yeah, good roll on there from Counties. If they didn't get the penalty there, looked like they were going to go down that right edge again with Fotu Mawala. I think she's worked her way back into the back row position now.
Oh, that kick hasn't found touch there from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, or Ake it was, and here comes Tara Kerr again. In fact, that was Peniato with that carry. So Wellington doing a decent job here of keeping County scoreless since halftime. No change, in fact, to the halftime score. 35-minute halves, remember, in this competition for the Sky Sport NZRL Women's Premiership. And now here's Nin, who got that first try in the first half. Now, Tuangalu. Sherry Burgess. Tackled by Joseph. There goes the kick from 20, Burgess. Nicely fielded there by Sam Curtis. And back comes Shania Louis now. Looking to link up. And
yeah. Good catch from Curtis. Counties of the old switcheroo. Taking it from one corner to the other. Not giving any of these Wellington defenders a break.
Taylor Curtis brought down in a good tackle by the Wellington defence that time. And Wellington defence has been solid all the way through the contest. Ofa Tuangalu is out there now. Loto. Now Takawa once again for Counties Manukau. Joseph, Manarewa teammate at dummy half there as it comes out to Malisi. And now Shamkul out on this left side. Here comes Sam Curtis. Nice play from Sam Curtis. That was brilliant. Now Loto powering up the middle. Great run by Loto. Counties Manukau looking good in this set. Out it comes to Fortu Mawala, gets those big thighs pumping and power over. She scores a try. A great try scored by Metanoia Fortu Mawala, and County score in the second half for the first time.
Yeah, brave effort there from Jessica Patia, the fullback, just trying to get in the way of Fortu Mawala at the last minute there, but no thank you. I wouldn't want to be in the way. Wouldn't want to be in between her and the try line. But it's a good set from Counties. Wellington, they've got to do a little bit of a better job when the ball goes away from the ruck. They've got to fill that space because Counties are swinging it wide and they're finding joy when they come back through the middle.
Yeah, she's a force of nature's Metanoia Fortu Mawala. Gets her first try of the Premiership this season. Got 3 for her club team, Otara, this year as well. Damaging ball runner. Biggest lead of the game so far for Counties now. As Talia Oake lines up this conversion attempt. She's 2 from 3 so far. Our score's going to remain 20 points to 14. Counties ahead by 6. And for Tumuala at her best there. Tongan international. Cousin of Arthur Hingano and Charles Piutau. So there you go. Some rich sporting lineage there.
Yeah, some rich genetics.
Oh, Charles Piutau's going to play for Tonga at the World Cup, isn't he? Rugby World Cup, which has just started. And it's Fortu Moala. A little untidy, she's just got it. The try scorer. Close call there for Counties. Wellington almost got it back again from the kickoff. Ormsby with a good run. Every time she's touched the ball, she looked really solid. Cassie Ormsby. And now Counties rolling through the middle quite nicely. As we see Lavinia McGee-Repia out there now. And earning her team a penalty. Another big ball running front rower. Who also likes playing a bit wide of the ruck too.
Yeah, I think referee's gone the other way with the decision though.
He has, hasn't he? A little knock on there, Anthony, you reckon?
Yeah, well, don't ask me, mate. These glasses are just for show. I can't actually see very well.
Yeah, I'm due an eye test as well, mate. So let's see, Wellington full set inside Counties half here. Here's Kerr with the first carry off the scrub. Been a good ball carrier, hasn't she, Tara Kerr? And now here comes all Party has lost it. And Counties have got it. It's going to be play on, is it? It will.
Yeah, play on, good work there. Good defensive work from Charlotte Davis. Both her and Owake on the other side. Two of the smaller bodies in quite a big Counties team. But credit to them getting their work done defensively. There's nothing worse than having a big team full of monsters and having two little halfbacks that can't tackle, but it's certainly not the case with this County side.
Here's McGee-Repia with that play the ball, and away goes Joseph on the short side. Good run by Owake. I think that is out there making that bust for Counties. Good charge into the line again by McGee-Repia. He's been full of energy since coming into the contest off the bench. Loto now for Counties Manukau. That's Davis. And from fullback comes Louis. Here's a Shamkul looking to run in. Curtis. Shamkul too strong. What a power bust that was. Sade Shamkul goes over to score the try. A really good one. And it's 24-14.
Yeah, I was waiting to see your timing there on that draw and pass, but when you can run hard like that, you probably don't need a pass.
Oh, Sade Shamkul, look at that powering out of that tackle attempt right there from Sami.
Yeah, see you later. And we've seen runs like that from her all year.
Yeah.
A couple on Wednesday night league.
Yeah, playing for Otahu, eh? And she's been pushed a bit wider in this Counties team with some pretty decent halves talent. So Shamkul scored 5 tries in the halves for the Otahu Leopards. Scores 1 in the centres this week for Counties Manukau, and that gives Counties a lead 24-14 now. And Wellington have just got some challenges now, haven't they?
Yeah, you want them to stay in this. You know, it's a long bus ride back, or hopefully a plane ride back. Maybe that's the incentive. If you win, you can catch the plane back.
Yeah, if you lose, you're hitching.
If you lose, you're on the bus. Maybe a nice little incentive there. Get another 20% out of your team there.
Natalia Wake. Didn't get the timing right there at all on that one. So 24-14, but Schaumkul with the try. Good name, Schaumkul, of course. Good rugby league name. Trent has been running around playing for the Mount Albert Lions this year. And had a decent season too for them. And Sade Schaumkul, another highly promising player. She's just 20. But of concern for Wellington, that's 3 tries that counties have scored on the trot now, Anthony.
Yeah, falling behind here. They need something big to get them back in this.
Good return of the football here from McGee Ripia.
Look at that, Ripia and Fortumuala going back to back on their carries.
Yeah, and next up, another good strong carry coming here from Jarrell Loto, showing out nicely at lock today. Good to see you get the captain's armband as well. She's enjoying herself out there, Jarrell Loto. And now here comes Malisi. Good late offload from Malisi, and back to Sam Curtis, who picks up the loose ball. Tawny Burgess did well to shut the space. Carly Takawa shrugging off tacklers. Proving hard to bring down is Carly Takawa. Joseph at dummy half. Wake. Here's Louis up from fullback. Nice play from Shania Louis. Here's Taylor Curtis taking the defence on. And that is the end of the set. 4 counties couldn't get that little kick through.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of sorts there. The Orcas left edge there. They were anticipating the kick, very step back. Open the space here for counties to run the ball at them, but they managed to get the ball back now.
Well, this is Wellington have got to get back on track here. Good dominant set. See what do you reckon?
I just think the key for Wellington to get back in this has got to come defensively. Yes, they can get the ball up the field, but they've got to get counties to turn it over.
Sami with that carry, got a try in the first half. No points for Wellington in the second half as we see Lassini take a little dart up. The interchange player right on the halfway line. What can they do on this play? Some good play out to Vauli. Nice hands from Sami.
You expect them to go high here through Burgess.
Yeah, kick's got to be good, doesn't it? Tawny Burgess going for an awkward bounce. Taylor Curtis going back. It's an awkward bounce all over the place, and Curtis has got it just in the field of play.
Yeah, that was an awesome kick. A little unorthodox there. Little leg spin for Curtis to pick up.
And now Wellington, this is where you were talking about before, Anthony. This is where they need to force an error.
Yeah, this is where they need to show up. The back row there got to push their middles into the middle of the field, just condense them up, make it hard for these big girls to get out, and hopefully force an error.
We'll see if they can do that. Here's Fortu Mawala. She's just such a power runner and gets the penalty as well.
Yeah, that's why she's a superstar. She is just so good at what she does. Now Wellington doing everything right there, but Fortumuala just too big, too powerful.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if any of these women's players across all the teams can force their way into the Kiwi Ferns, because there's 38 New Zealanders playing in the NRLW this season, Anthony. So, and of course, we've got a women's international coming up against the Jillaroos again. So it's going to be an interesting team to see what emerges for New Zealand when that game comes up next month.
Yeah, 100%. And you look at some of the girls that are here playing in Auckland still, just being in the WNRL is not a shoo-in automatically, because there's definitely some girls that I'd love to see get a get a Kiwis jersey, and who I think have earned a Kiwis jersey this year.
Tahala Liku, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I watched her play yesterday against in that Akaranga game. She's been impressing me all year.
Yeah, and she was rightly named the Women's Premiership Player of the Year in the Auckland Club competition.
Yeah.
Here comes Shamkul, good little offload. Curtis, good hands from Sam Curtis. Oh, can't stay in the field of play though, Curtis. Well, that's hard luck, but good defence there by Jess Partia.
Yeah, great one-on-one stop there from Partia. I think Curtis thought she was in there. Little bobble of the ball. Bit of hesitation, but when she comes off that right foot, I think she thinks she might get in at the corner. Great work from Partia.
Partia got to hand it to her. She's only 17, and she's not really put a foot wrong at fullback for Wellington in this game at all.
She's been impressive.
Oh, yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see that Kiwi Ferns team and the Kiwis, of course, as well, Anthony. Much to look forward to in that international season coming up.
Yeah, the form of, some of those boys this year, even the ones at the Warriors, guys like Chance, Marata, they gave a really good account of themselves at the World Cup, but, to see them again this year is going to be exciting.
Yep. And, of course, James Fisher-Harris, who's as good as ever last night. Always got a theory for the selectors that you always pick all the Kiwis that make the grand final, and then you just fill the gaps.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. So a few of those Brisbane boys might come into calculation as well for the Kiwis as well, as we see Sherry Burgess go at dummy half, passes to Tawny Burgess. Looking for that awkward kick again, and there's the error that Wellington needed. In fact, referee Rasmus is going to play on here. Oh, good power play again from Peniata here. She's not a tall player, but she's got plenty of power and strength. She's got a fend and a half, hasn't she? Let's see if Wellington can build something here, as we see Lassini take the ball forward. She's 20 metres out. Wellington really have to score. Bit of an untidy play, the ball, but Burgess still has it. Back on the inside comes Winnie Tana. Winnie Tana 10 metres out. Lassini gives it over to De Wilde, who's out there now. In the 17 jumper for the Orcas. Lassini has a crack at the line, is she? County's defence is holding firm at the moment.
It looks like they're going right again with Burgess.
They're just going to go for the power play up the middle, and unfortunately Ning got nowhere close there. Last play now for Wellington. Oh, De Wilde, can she free the arms to the offload? Party has lost it. She was hit by Taylor Curtis at the same time, and County's defence is pretty spot on there. Although what's Rasmussen, the referee, ruled here? Knock-ons either way, has he? Yes, he has.
Yeah, good work from Taylor Curtis. You could just see the little dummy here. Just gets that defender up. I think Cassie Ormsby with her hands in the air. Thought they might have been in off the offload there, but no, Taylor Curtis slamming the door shut.
Well, 16-14 it was at halftime. Wellington did lead 14-10 at one point. They've found scoring points a lot harder, with Counties really tightening up off the ball. Now Louis. Just over 10 minutes to play. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this Sky Sport Women's Premiership match earlier today. Counties beat Otago in the men's Premiership match here, 36 points to 20. So we've had some good competitive games here.
Yeah, they're not too far off the Orcas here. It is only 10 points. I know Counties have scored the last 3 tries, but you got to remember Wellington had the lead before that. You know, and if they can score next, it's game on.
Well, Lesoa back out there now, hit hard by Ani Hera Nin. It was a good shot by Nin. Put Lesoa, stopped her in her tracks. Great hands by Jess Partier at fullback for the Orcas. But the kick chase is really good for Counties there, Anthony. Led by Taylor Curtis.
Yeah, similar to the men's game beforehand. You know, they've been kind of cruise control a little bit, but if they want to win this, they're going to have to capitalise on the lead now and really close the lid on the coffin.
Piniata with that play the ball. Now Kerr. Kerr running straight at Shamkul. Tara Kerr's been excellent. She's been really into it, isn't she?
Yeah, both sides of the field as well.
Tawny Burgess back on the inside comes for Oli. Now Winnie Tana. Good hands by Kerr. She did really well to hold that ball. The Counties go back on D again as Wellington looking a little bit more likely. Running onto that one really strongly was Lassini. It was a good carry by Davina Lassini, and she's down to the 10. Sherry Burgess. Manu Albert. Can't quite link up. It's all gone a bit messy there for the Orcas on the last play, just when they needed to execute.
Yeah, just execution error there. I like the option because on the last tackle they went left. Taylor Curtis was standing on her try line waiting for that kick in behind. So there's definitely space there, but yeah, it's don't know if they're all on the same page there, the Orcas. Or even if they might be reading different books altogether, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it didn't click at all that time, did it? Well, Counties, fair play to them. They've fashioned together a pretty decent second half so far. Kept their opponents scoreless, scored 2 tries themselves. One to this player right here, Shamkul. It's good carry from the centre and the offload. That was really well done by her. Again, Shamkul showing her promise. And here comes Solivi, who's back out there now, the starting hooker, wearing 19. Another 21-year-old on the rise in Counties Manukau Rugby League. Now Lesoa. Here she goes again, Carly Lesoa rather. Oake doesn't use Fortu Moala this time. Good hands by Kerr running backwards. And Wellington, good set by Counties, Anthony. Very good set.
Very good set. I'm not too sure what position Kerr's playing. She's all over the field. She's carrying on the left, the right. She's getting through so much work today.
There goes Patia again with a really good dab out of dummy half from the fullback. Now Sherry Burgess. Drives over the 20. The Orcas need a good set here. Line break would be handy too right now, wouldn't it?
Good D there from Counties. Finishing on top, slowing the ruck down.
Yeah, on Manu Albert. Well, Wellington looking expansive here. Oh, is that a forward pass? They got away with it. As we see Vauli. Good to see them chancing their armour touch here, the Orcas. There goes the kick. Well, straight down Shania Lewis' throat. Oh, she drew 2 players nicely there. Now Sam Curtis. Counties looking to play through Davis.
Yeah, great vision there from the fullback to see Sam Curtis in a bit of space.
The Counties doing everything right in the second half so far. Louis a bit slow to get to her feet there for Counties Manukau. Now here comes Carleen Lesoa again. Great carry from Lesoa.
Yeah, strong carries going forward. Always threatening with that offload.
Joseph remains out. That's a beautiful inside ball. And a clean break coming up by McGee. Repia taking on Patia. Can't quite link up with a teammate, but still beautifully done by Counties down that right edge. No penalty coming just yet. Here's a little dart down the short side by Cassie Ormsby. Just a couple of metres away. Curtis goes into dummy half.
Yeah, Patia's going to have to get on her bike here.
Here's Oake's kick. Oh, nicely caught there. And in the end, Wellington hang on. But they've got to score twice inside the last 6 minutes now. Lesoa almost palmed off there by one of those Wellington players. It was Fauli. Now Sami the winger.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great shot coming in right there from Solivi. It was on Malisi with that good shot. Now Sami again. In fact, it's Lassini. Some still pretty vigorous carries coming from Wellington. Just those little errors there undoing as they're undoing at the moment, right, Anthony?
Yeah, they just got to get shaped up a little better. You know, they are running out of time. And their options at the moment seem to be one off the ruck.
Ruaporo. Oh, a little knock on there by Fortu Mawala. Wellington just getting a touch of fortune there.
Yeah, they needed that. They needed a little break. I don't know where it was going to come from. But there's an opportunity there for them to get down Counties in and have a crack at their line. You know, down by 10 points. If they can score next, you know, even with a minute left, anything can happen. You never know.
Well, they've got 60 metres to go. Still not going to be easy. Remember, Counties' defence has been watertight in the second half. They haven't conceded any points.
Yeah,
Here's Kerr.
I don't think Counties are too keen on entertaining any ideas of comebacks and upsets. They just want to finish this game off now.
Again, they've been really worked for their victory. Last week they only won by 6 against Canterbury. Well, that's a nice cutout pass to Sami. Got to stay in the field of play. She did well. Well, picking it up and galloping away is Tuangalu. She's got excellent pace off the mark, hasn't she? Here's Burgess. Ruaporo back on the inside. Love that play. There's Ufa Tuangalu.
I think that's where they might get some joy up the middle. There's some tired bodies out there now.
Sherry Burgess has a dart from dummy half. Very close to scoring a second try. Still alive, only just short. Last play now. Wellington, can they get the try they need to get back into the match? And that's a great shot right there from Solivi.
Oh, unlucky. It was a very hit her almost simultaneously as she touched the ball there, even maybe a shade early.
Our referee Rasmussen's allowed play to continue. And now Wellington got to be careful not to concede here. Their defensive line looks a little fractured at the moment. Good little run by Taylor Curtis. Look at these meters being made here. That's only tackle 3, and they're on the halfway line.
Yeah, well, you look at the attack. It's still, I think their last D set took a lot out of them, but they're starting to show up now. Numbers flooding through for Counties.
Joseph, good play from dummy half from her. The Counties Manukau down to the 20. This is just a tick, and Mary Solivi playing as a middle forward with Joseph remaining at dummy half. Oake links up with Louis. And now Ormsby. Here it comes to Taylor Curtis. Taylor Curtis flies into the 10. She had a cape on there. But in the end, it's going to be a handover.
Yeah, flying literally. Like something off Dirty Dancing there.
Partia. Here's Kerr. Sade Shamkul apparently. Here's Kerr with a clean bust up the middle for Wellington. And some good pace too. Tara Kerr. Well, a great run back by Louis to effect the tackle. But Wellington now back inside Counties half again. They've got to score here, Wellington. Good play. This is Lassini. Good tackle by Charlotte Davis. Also help there from Curtis. Tawny Burgess giving it to Ruaporo. But again, Counties defence holds on, and there's a penalty.
Yeah, well, that's what they needed. They just needed a little something, and they needed a game breaker, and it's Kerr again. She's been so good today. And now if they do have to catch the bus back, I think she's earned the back seat.
Absolutely. Ruaporo just going to try and drive over, but she's going to be held up over the line. And that just takes up and soaks up time, which is all playing to Counties at the moment. Here comes Tuangalu once again. Burgess. Out it comes to Patia up from fullback.
Yeah, and if you're Counties now, you just lie on these tackles, slow it right down. If you give away a penalty, you don't really worry too much. You know, time is your best friend at the moment.
Sherry Burgess. Not too far away from full time, just seconds remaining. Tawny Burgess, good little time pass to Lucini, but again it's read by the Counties D. It's been the best aspect, arguably, of Counties' performance in the second half. They haven't conceded any points. Ruaporo, she might get there. It's just gone too far. And in the end, Counties Manukau are going to win the game. Another hard-fought victory for them. But a deserved victory. They certainly have defended well in the second half and in the latter part of that first half. And they beat the Wellington Orcas by 24 points to 14.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. They had to earn it. Good on your Wellington Orcas. You know, competitive there right till the whistle. Very entertaining. Fantastic game of rugby league.
Yeah, very good effort from Wellington. And certainly an improved effort from them as they lost 26 points to 6 last week to Akarana. They're certainly well in this match here. So let's go through the point scorers for you. 5 try scorers for Counties Manukau. Lesoa powering over in the first half. Sam Curtis and Whakoa Sila, with 2 of those tries converted by Oake. And then 2 tries in the second half to Fortu Moala and Shamkul. Both very impressive individual tries. Wellington's point scorers, Anehera Nin got that first try. Sherry Burgess and Sami getting the tries, all in the first half, one of which was converted by Tamara Ruaporo. So that's where we are, with Counties going to 2-0 in the Premiership this season.